What are some guy secrets girls don't know about? We never know when you like us. I'm 48. Looking back, I fucked up so much. If it looks like I am ignoring you, I am probably just so deep in thought that I forgot I actually exist. Dudes can be friends for years and not know each other's real name. We really have no control over what we do in your dreams. We like compliments. If you compliment a guy, he might remember it for years. And then he might think you're into him because we never receive compliments, but that is an entirely new issue. Occasionally when we pee, the streamline comes out in 2. Sometimes even 3 separate streams for a few seconds. It's surprisingly cool every time unless one of the streams kicks out at a 45-degree angle and pisses on the floor. Nice try, honey. I still won't tell you where I keep my snacks. We take a step to the side to unstick our balls. We fear we are loved for our value and not for who we are. We don't want to tell you certain things are worrying us because we don't want you to worry also. Now there's just 2 people worrying. Whereas before, one was worrying, and the other was happy. Which is a reminder to us not to worry so much. We have an entire language around the head nod. Some of these come up pretty frequently. But it's still helpful for women to be aware of them, I guess. Here's a non-exhaustive list. On mobile, so sorry if I screw up the formatting. When I say I'm thinking about nothing, I'm serious. My brain was off. It's just static up there or random scenes from movies. Most of us are acutely aware of how scared women are of men. And we all do our best to minimize that fear for you. My run yesterday around the loop in my park? Gotta be going the opposite direction as the women who were rollerblading so they can see me coming the whole way. Don't make eye contact so I don't come off as creepy. Etc. I actually like interacting with kids. They're insane and goofy, say crazy things, and are fun to interact with. No, I'm not a pedo. I'm just treating them like the tiny humans they are, and they deserve attention. Fruity drinks taste awesome and I want to order them. Those little umbrellas and cool straws are the shit. Yes. We are all mentally 16 and will giggle about any number of stupid things. We like boobs. Your own big, small, perky, saggy, freckled, clear, big nipple, small nipple, whatever other insecurity or no exception. Boobs are great. Compliments live rent-free in our heads forever. My favorite shirt is my favorite because a cute girl told me she loved the color and it looks good on me. 4 years ago. Our balls move. We laugh watching it as much as you do. Saying she's cute does not mean I am actively trying to get with her. It's just an observation. We like specifics. The trash is full as an observation. And we will agree with you. Our brain did not hear "please take out the trash" like you intended us to. My last point can be changed with thorough training and a lot of patience and clarifying expectations. Dear God, just tell us where you want to eat or what you want as a Christmas present. Most of us suck at those guessing games. Even if we really try. And we just want to get you what is actually going to make you happy. Those memes that are like, "Women. I wonder what he's thinking about. Man. Dumbest shit ever to be thought about," are far more true than you think, but it could also be the complete opposite. They could be thinking the deepest, most philosophical shit ever too. Either way, their answer will be nothing. Sometimes when it's up, it's not because we're horny. But don't let that stop you. Queen. When you explain or rant, my brain is telling me how to fix it. And yes, I'm listening, but this is how you fix that problem. Edit. Well, I've done it. A lot of men are helping me with my problem too. And women aren't too happy about how I didn't really listen. We pick the urinal we pee in carefully. You'll find communicating with guys is a lot easier if you just are direct and open about what you want. Yes. I look at your boobs all the time. They are friend-shaped. Please, for the love of God, let us know if you're into us. Don't wait for us to tell you first, because we won't, because we don't want to be called creeps. I like being childish, and if I trust you enough I will be childish around you. I always forget things, but I really try to remember them. We have days where we want to be left alone with peace and quiet. In emergency situations, our penis can be used as an antenna for radio signals. If you let me lie in your lap and you run your fingers through my hair and stroke my face, I'll say yes to whatever you propose. Edit. Wowzers. Thanks for the updates, kind Reddit folk. We have a seam that runs up the middle of our ballsack from when we transition from pro to female to male while still in the womb. Not a dude. But I have a husband. I feel like the best thing he needs when he comes home is a big ass hug. Doesn't matter if it was a rough day or long day or neither. He needs a hug. I like cooking dinner for my husband, so something warm or comforting is waiting for him too. Even if it's leftovers. He loves his back scratched. So I'll do that for him or scratch his head. We will sit in silence sometimes while he scrolls on his phone to decompress. Then we chat and we put on the TV or go for a walk. I feel like it's the simple things that matter a lot to him. I was very intent on knowing who my husband was and what he wanted when we were dating. I try to encompass those things naturally. I will tell him I love him randomly. I tell him he looks good when he goes to work and when he is just lounging. It melts his heart and I can tell. It's a lot of fun living with a man and seeing the natural differences that are their norms. Breaks my heart when I see perfectly good men treated like garbage. I mean, if he is trash. It's different, but most people are just trying their best, and I think the small things I do for my husband mean a lot to him. It is actually possible to think about nothing. But when we say that, there is like 50% chance we are indeed thinking about nothing. And 50% chance we are thinking about something very ridiculous. That if we explained would make you think there is something seriously wrong with us. It's possible to just sit and think of literally nothing. Don't ask us what are you thinking more than once. He didn't scratch his nose. He was smelling his finger. Revelation 17:38. Sometimes. That male confidence that you find attractive is us totally faking it while shaking on the inside. Insecure AF. The day before, a very close friend of mine gave me a flower. I can barely explain how amazing that made me feel. I almost cried. Needless to say, that memory has a golden spot in my brain. Just remember, girls, that we are humans as well. And every man seeks this feeling. We will never forget getting a compliment. I used the same conditioner until it went out of production because someone told me my hair felt soft and smelled nice. The nod. Every guy knows about the nod. And every nod is different. But every guy knows exactly what you mean. Having the feeling everybody hates me. Or is it just me? Every man that has given up some of our secrets in the comments will be tried for treason at the next Global Men Conference in September. Crap. They weren't supposed to know about that. Abort, abort, abort. We forgot how to cry at some point early in our lives. We're kinda like dogs. Things in front of me get attention. If I don't burn enough energy, I get zoomies. My behavior piqués when I am offered food. Use brief and explicit instructions or I will look at you funny trying to figure what you really want. And I love naps on the couch. Nice try. Girl spy. No. I'm not going to the gym to hit on bitches or get into shape to be attractive to other women. I'm just tired of almost passing out every time I bend over to tie my shoes. That big sigh my wife just asked about while we're watching the 10 o'clock news? Nothing profound. Nothing bugging me. I just remembered to breathe. When you ask us a question, oftentimes we'll quickly respond with huh? It's not that we didn't hear you. 'Cause we did. We're just buffering to give you an adequate answer. Lego isn't just for kids. We're not necessarily watching porn when we're in the bathroom for an hour. We may just be on Reddit and lose track of the time. Guys know before they nut that they're about to nut. You may have been lied to. When girls come over to a guy's place, the guy is usually cleaning up his place like the Tasmanian devil 1 to 2 hours before she comes over. Well, every Tuesday night we have a secret meeting where we decide how to best maintain the patriarchy. Other than that, not much. We're really not thinking anything important when we're silent. It's normally the dumbest and most useless thing imaginable, but for some reason our minds get stuck on it. Some thoughts I've had recently. When asked what I was thinking about. WTF is the reason for carpet? Is it meant to simulate fake grass? Are people proud that their artwork gets put on semi-trailers, or is it just like a job to design whatever gets put on the side of a truck? What would that job title even be? Truck artist? That would probably get confused for someone who draw trucks. Like concept designs, do they have new models of semis like they do for cars? If I were strong enough to lift a couch on my own, I wouldn't tell anyone. I'd be asked to help people move all the time. I don't have time for that. And so on. Edit. Just wanted to point out that the thought trains and conversations that have spawned below are exactly what happens in men's heads when they are alone for longer than 10 seconds. The real trick is backtracking your thought process to see how you got to the last thought. We just want love, support, and loyalty. I don't remember your sister's schedule not because I forget easily, but because I really don't care enough about your sister's schedule. When unsupervised, we will find forms of entertainment, even if it's big rock goes sploosh and puddle. 2. When we're sitting in our own space just vibing, then we breathe hard and look around. That means we came out of our nothing box, very peacefully zoned out. 3. When working on a problem, we don't always need to speak to understand the problem and what we need. We can hold out our hand and the guys we're working with 9 times out of 10 will hand us the right tool. 4. The paradox that is the 10M. I swear that little fucker grows legs and walks off after you set it down and look away from it for 1 seconds. When we tell you, there will absolutely be no insert animal in this house, it's not because we don't like that specific animal. In most cases it's because we do. And we also know and fully expect that it will die before us. Making us sad, which we don't want. Or it will die after us. We won't be able to take care of it. Making us and the animal sad, which we extra don't want. And then the literal second you bring the animal into the house, we will disregard any and all previous statements about not wanting it and are instantly ready and willing to kill and or die for said animal. We rarely, if ever, share explicit details when talking about sexual partners. Especially when talking about those that we are in a serious relationship with. I don't care how bad my day is. I don't care how much of the big and quiet type one come across as. I don't care who is around. The second a cute animal comes within eyesight, it's getting the baby voice. There are tons of times when I am literally just not thinking about anything and just zoning out in the moment. Dudes don't run 10,000 scenarios through their minds all the time. If my wife asks, "What are you thinking about?" and I say, "Nothing," it's true. Drives her nuts. That I can think about nothing with no sound. TV, computer, conversation, or phone, and be perfectly content. We suck at texting. IDC what other dudes say. The most anxiety-ridden action for guys, who aren't creeps, is the "what's up?" How are you message to any girl they are interested in. Little spoon, please. This is less of a secret and more of something I feel has to be said. But all straight guys aren't trying to have sex with every woman they see. It is fully possible for a straight guy to have a platonic relationship with a straight girl. As a girl, it makes me happy how wholesome and silly most of these are. I was cracking up through the comment section. Most of us men don't care about a woman's money, social level, social media, political views. We just want to love a woman and get love back. Trust is issue with women. If we can trust you, we will unconditionally love you. Pinch. Then rub. Up nod equals "what's up man?" Down nod equals respectful hello. Left nod equals "come with me." Right nod equals "look over there." TBH, this is more of a me thing, so heads up. Please understand that I truly care and am listening. I just never learned how to openly express my emotions or how to properly show empathy because I need to be a stoic tough guy BS society shtick. A lot of us feel lonely. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like. If you would like to see more content like this in the future, subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified about future videos. Now check out one of these interesting videos.